Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Bullhorn Betty. She went live this morning, 11/24/24, and boy did she go off on Trevor Lee. She also claims to have photos of JLR exiting a female's vehicle. How she would have those, I have no idea. But let's get into it.
This video is covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, etc.
Good morning, Seth. Good morning. So, I'm not sure, Seth, if you want to get here. I'm a little raw this morning. I got to be honest with you. It's a Sunday. Forgive me. Jesus, forgive me. It's a Sunday. We're going to be praying after this, but I'm telling you, I'm about to drag somebody. I'm about to drag
Oh, really?
somebody hard, and I'm going to take a bus and run over them on top of that.
Oh boy, a bus.
It's a Sunday. I didn't see nothing. I'm going to be the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. No, I'm about to speak some evil now.
She about to speak some evil, y'all.
Somebody, just let's bow our heads and pray before we get started this morning. Please, Lord, please, let Betty's lips be calm.
Please, Lord, please tell this woman to start dressing before she goes live. She's in her pajamas.
Let Betty's lips be calm this morning because I'm hot, and it's not from the coffee, okay? It's not from the coffee, and it's not from my beautiful Delilah. But I got to tell you, something burnt my grits this morning, and we're going to
Oh boy, guys, her grits are burnt.
light it up. It appeared that these people weren't doing right by Seth or Sebastian, and so Seth kind of distanced himself from these people, smartfully so. One of these people is Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee, many of you guys know I doted upon Trevor Lee for a very long time. You know, since the Summer Wells case, he was just a sweet boy that appeared that he wanted to do the right thing by missing.
So because now he doesn't agree with you, you have a problem with him. Gotcha.
Person cases, and he has always rose above the drama and all of this other stuff. Well, then he decided to date a married woman, and
Do you know this for a fact? Can you prove this?
God knows what happened there, but that married woman got kicked off Seth's team because she wasn't doing her job. Her name is Chloe.
Again, Betty, you are in a lawsuit and got in front of a judge and said it's not anyone on YouTube's business if you're banging the entire football team, but yet you want to talk about someone else's relationship. Okay.
And then all of a sudden, poor boy Trevor, heart, just wanting to do right by his lady, decides to be the man and stick up for her. And
again, do you have any proof of this?
And hang out with the likes of JLR, which we know has interjected more disinformation in this case than anybody else. So
Are you jealous of JLR because his platform has grown much bigger than yours, Betty? Is that why you have such problems with JLR?
friend, and I'm a very blunt friend. Many know I'm just a blunt person. What you see is kind of what you get. So I call him up and I'm like, or I text him or whatever, however. And I'm like, you need to get away from these people. They're going to ruin your reputation.
Really?
Right? They're going to ruin your reputation. And he's, basically blew me off. He knows better. He knows better. I never thought I would see the day that Trevor Lee would interfere with trying to find out information on a case and literally hurt a victim and his innocent father.
In my opinion, that's not what's going on, but I'll let you continue.
But the day has come. Like, I knew he had made the turn. I distanced myself from him. I wanted nothing more to do with him. I really don't talk about him too much because
Kind of like all of your friends have distanced themselves from you.
He's just a nobody at this point. He used to be good at what he did. And
In my opinion, he's still good at what he does.
now, like, even people in Tennessee don't want nothing. Like, they're missing kids and they don't want nothing to do with him. And I
That is not true, actually.
tried to warn him that this would end up happening. Now I'm going to put him on a spotlight because he thinks he's crafty being around his little cesspool of misfits and disgusting, vile people.
Wow, Betty, you've got a lot to say this morning about disgusting, vile people.
In that mysterious disappearance of Sebastian Rogers' group, which still thrives and exists while they're making money trashing Seth Rogers. Okay, yes, Facebook does pay you when you have these groups. This group
Not all groups get paid. I do know that, but I don't mess with Facebook, so we'll just continue.
has a large number. Those people are being paid, okay? They're being paid to continue this stuff, okay? So one of our beautiful people here decided to say, hey, this, I cannot believe he's saying this. And I looked at it, and of course, I am just floored. But this really
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, Betty, a lot of things that come out of your mouth floor a lot of people. And it's like, whoa, but yet you still do it.
Really takes the cake. We're trying to find any information. People, we have paid private investigators. We've got people that are working around the clock. We have teams of people doing ground searches. We have teams of people behind the scenes doing computer searches, computer work, intelligence gathering, all of this stuff.
Wait. So, Betty, I thought that you said you work alone, that you don't have a team, but yet you do this we an awful lot. So you have this big team. Sounds like an enterprise.
Punk. This punk.
So Trevor Lee's a punk now.
And I'm going to call him a punk. This unprofessional punk is once again because he has his feelings hurt. This is why you don't use unprofessional people dubbed as professionals in helping.
Like Betty?
Because they end up doing this childish ass nonsense right here. God forgive
Like Betty.
me. Trevor, sit your little boy butt down.
He's not a little boy.
Take your ass back to your damn trailer or wherever the hell you came from and shut the pie hole. Because you are ruining yourself. You are ruining your own reputation. Nobody will ever work with you again. And God
Wow.
knows I will remind anybody and everybody that uses you or brings your name up. I am going to take all of this and show them. So what you're doing now because of hurt feelings will follow you for the years to come.
Really, Betty? Isn't that what you're claiming that other people are doing to you, which is the reason why you filed a lawsuit against someone? Okay.
And trust me, Bullhorn Betty will make that a reality. Let's read what this Yahoo, this idiot, this unprofessional little boy is saying.
He's not a little boy.
Please do not send tips or photos from this restaurant to At Night Media.
In my opinion, tips and leads should only be given to law enforcement and TBI, no one else.
It's not At Night Media, it's At Night Intelligence Agency. They are
She got hot over that one.
offering rewards for photos in the restaurant Sebastian Rogers ate at the day leading to his disappearance. Sounds like a reasonable request.
Sounds to me like it's not a reasonable request because they are not law enforcement. All tips and leads should be submitted to the proper authorities.
Sounds like stuff that many people do. This is the group Dog the Bounty Hunter is working with. Yes, Dog the Bounty Hunter, not little Trevor Lee.
Oh boy, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Unknown little punk that has nothing good anymore. Whatever good bone he had, he needs to go back to church.
Oh, Betty's going to take us to church.
Has been corrupted. He has walked away from God. This right here is one of the wolf in sheep clothing.
Really, Betty, this sounds like you're a preacher on your pulpit, and this is faith manipulation at its best, but we'll continue.
Because we sat here and helped him all the way back to Summer Wells get his
Did you now?
name for his prayer circles. Where's your damn prayer circles now, little boy? What, God doesn't exist anymore? Today's Sunday. Today's a great day to walk your butt back to church.
Whoa, Betty.
And while you're at it, maybe talk to the preacher man. Have him pray over you.
Ooh, talk to the preacher man. Maybe you should be talking to the preacher man and have him praying over you.
What you're doing is wrong. They are not law enforcement agency in any capacity, nor have they ever claimed to. It's Dog the Bounty Hunter, a worldwide name that has collected and captured over 10,000 fugitives and
Oh boy.
other people. A hell of a lot better than some likes of Sumner County Sheriff's Office. Just saying. A lot more experience. Maybe the Sheriff's Office don't like that. Maybe this little punk doesn't like that. Too bad.
Ooh.
Sad. So sad. Not my problem. Not my problem at all. One of their employees and talking head, Nick the Hat, has been ordered by PA Parole Board not to communicate with law enforcement at all. He doesn't need to. It's a whole organization, dum-dum.
It's a whole organization, dum-dum. You heard it straight from Betty. It's an entire organization.
It's a whole organization. At least it's better than you sleeping around with a married woman along with her other 15 boyfriends. Just saying, Trevor, you're not the only one.
How do you know this, Betty? And furthermore, who the hell cares?
That's why I don't fish in other people's pond there, dum-dum. Just saying. Not playing. Dog the Bounty Hunter is a bounty hunter, not an investigator. What do you think a bounty hunter does? Not an investigator of missing people. This guy's a fucking joke.
In my opinion, you're a joke, but yeah, well.
Oh, good gracious. I didn't mean, I should have read this before I went live. I'm sorry. That caught me off guard. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you did already, Betty.
The Sumner County Sheriff, oh, good gracious. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office, TBI, FBI, and Secret Service have been and are currently investigating this case. And if you find any evidence to be relevant, they'll obtain it themselves without the need to pay people like TMZ companies such as At Night is trying to do. Well, I can guarantee nobody's listening to you, dum-dum.
In my opinion, anybody that's important is not listening to Bullhorn Betty. So there's that.
He's an embarrassment. He's an embarrassment. And I doubt that they're going to be getting a whole lot of, or helping in a whole lot of ways with these people. It sounds like he's a butthurt little boy. What is this Yahoo talking about? He doesn't know, he wouldn't know what is going on if it slapped him in the face because he's too busy chasing a little tail. That's what it comes.
Do you know that for a fact, Betty? And again, nobody cares. Nobody cares who is sleeping with who has a relationship with who, but you seem to care a lot about it, but nobody else cares.
Comes down to his married woman. But fishing in other people's pond gets people in a lot of trouble. I mean, we watch cases every single day for stuff like this, Trevor. Shame on you. Go back to God. I liked you when you were religious.
Oh boy, she liked you. Eek.
I liked you when you talked and put God first in your life. I liked it when you were a normal human being and not sucked into this hate. Do you not realize that everything that you've read in the Bible, you are going against right now? Being
Preacher Betty, y'all.
part of the evil? Damn, boy. Stay away from me because I don't want your kind of juju. You look like a child, you're acting like a child, and you're being an idiot. And Trevor, please, by all means, I swear when this is all said and done, and your reputation is so far in the trash can, don't be reaching out to people to help you salvage it. Because I will dog them too. I will dog them too. Everybody deserves redemption, but boy, you're going to scratch and claw back your way in the true crime community for your redemption. I promise you that. I will not let this go. And you can dog Bullhorn Betty, but I warned you that this would happen if you kept going down this. You want to keep doing this childish ass shit? Fine. I'll play. I'll play.
Is that not what you claim other people are doing to you, Betty? Is that not what you determine is harassing you, online harassing and stalking you? You claim you're going to do these things to Trevor Lee, but you're not okay if somebody warns somebody else about you. Interesting.
Because I know damn good and well, ain't nobody gonna play in a sandbox dirtier than me. All right? I'll play lawfully and legally and dirty. I'm gonna throw that sand right in your face, little boy. And
she's gonna throw that sand right in your face, little boy. Trevor Lee's not a little boy. He's a grown-ass man. I'm just saying.
Trust me, if you were here, I'd probably bend you over my knees and spank your little butt with a belt for this nonsense here. Maybe if your mommy and daddy would have done that a little more, you might not be this way. You might not.
Wow, Betty, people could say that about you. If your mother had disciplined you better, maybe you wouldn't be the way that you are. And I think some people have, but I've never went there. But you seem to think it's okay to talk about other people's parents, but you will get upset if somebody talks about your parents, or the way you were parented.
I've been conned over. These people are destroying your reputation, and I'm going to help them do it.
And she's going to help them do it. That's her words.
Okay? Chloe is a POS, okay? She doesn't know her butt from her elbow.
Do you know that for a fact?
Okay? And she wouldn't know how to do PI work if it smacked her in the face and over the head and said, hey, this is what PI work really is.
She is a licensed private investigator, whether you like it or not, Betty. Are you jealous?
Your head out of your butt, boy. Screw it back on right and get your head back into the game.
Ooh, Trevor Lee, do you have your head in your butt where you have to, like, pull your head out of your butt? Wow, Betty.
I'm upset. My grits are burnt, and I had to
Clearly you're upset and your grits are burnt.
get that off my chest. Now that I've ran him over with the bus a couple times, I feel a little better. What he has done to Seth, what has he done to this case, what him and his little girlfriend that can't keep her legs closed does to these cases is disgusting. It's disgusting. And then here we go again. So then my message is, boy, sit down. Little boy, sit down. Move out of the way to the adults. Everybody wants their 5 minutes of fame and attention. They're spoiled, yes. And he'll never get it again because anytime he goes into a case, I will be forewarning everybody.
Again, Betty, that's what you claim other people do to you, and you have a massive problem with it. So it's okay for you to warn others about another person, but it's not okay for other people to warn people about you and your actions. Interesting.
I'll be coming on my platform, putting his face up on this platform and saying, this is not somebody you want to work with. Why? Because he turned his back on the church. He turned his back on the word, and he went straight to the pits of hell. That's why. I forewarned him that this day would come if he keeps doing this. And he
Preacher Betty.
keeps doing this. Shame on him.
Shame on you, Betty. Shame on you. You like to say that a lot. I just thought I'd throw that back at you.
He needs to get away from JLR and company. They're the freaking devil. If you guys haven't noticed, he is the devil, right along with his girl that can't keep her legs closed and likes
You are very obsessed with Magnolia and with JLR. It sounds to me like Betty's jealous.
fish in another woman's ponds. Can't wait till it happens to you. By the way, Boo Boo, it already has.
But I thought you didn't have a relationship with JLR. That is what you submitted in your court filings.
He likes those back seats. Just saying. Just saying. They act like she's living there. I don't think so, because I got photos of him getting out of the back seat of another woman's car. So, just saying. Ain't.
Okay, Betty, how in the world would you have photos of JLR getting out of the back seat of another female's car? That sounds a little stalkerish to me. Not just a little, a lot. I wonder if JLR knows that somebody is following him around and taking photos of him and sending them back to Bullhorn Betty.
Playing. Not my problem, Boo. Trevor, you got no business being here. None. Go to the drama channels, because that's where you belong in this day and age. Back to those drama channels. Jonathan's not going to be growing very much more than he's growing. He's going to be kicking Magnolia to the curb, which he can't produce for him, and he can no longer use her. And then where's that going to leave you? It's going to leave you in a hot mess express that you can't get yourself out of, because everybody's going to turn their back on. Because I can tell you right now, I'll never work with you. I don't care if you went to Jesus and prayed to God and said, I have been saved.
I don't think he wants to work with you. I think his eyes have been opened to exactly who you are, Betty. You have shown him who you are. But that's just my opinion.
Trust me, Jonathan's not a loyal dude. Okay? He's not. He's not going to
She is definitely jealous of JLR.
take your back after he's done using you, Trevor. You're done. He just moved another creator out of his way. That's all he did. If you haven't learned that man's MO yet, we have no problem getting into the drama. We just don't create it.
In my opinion, Betty is drama. All right, that about covers it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Make sure to turn your bell notifications on. Until next time, be well.